Good day, sir.
I'm James Balian Ligramala,
I'm Rafi Arias Landero.
and we are B Scream 1D.
Go.
We choose the topic Gender and Sexuality Across Time. Through history, the concept of gender and sexuality have evolved and transformed, shaped by cultural, societal, and religious influences, as well as the understanding of this concept have varied across time, each era leaving its mark and igniting discussion and debates that continue to this day. I will delve into my own insights and reflections about gender and sexuality across time, examining how these notions have changed, what factors have influenced these changes, and the implications they hold for us our present society.
One significant observation is the fluidity of the understanding of gender roles identities throughout history. In ancient civilizations such as Mesopotamia and Egypt, evidence suggests that there were multiple gender categories beyond the binary of male and female. Artifacts and texts have emerged indicating individuals who were seen as possessing both masculine and feminine qualities or representing non-binary identities. This suggests that ancient cultures were more accepting and inclusive of the diverse gender expressions than many modern societies. In contrast, the rise of monotheistic religions such as Christianity and Islam brought about a stricter adherence to binary gender roles and rigid understanding of male and female identities.
In medieval Europe, gender roles were largely defined by the inherited social hierarchies. The feudal system ensured that men hold positions of power and authority, while women were expected to fulfill domestic roles and be subservient to their husbands. This unequal distribution of power not only shaped societal structures but also influenced perception of sexuality. In the Renaissance period, for instance, sexuality was often seen as a manifestation of power and dominance. This is evident in the work of artists such as Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, who depicted hypermasculine ideals and explored themes of eroticism in their art.
However, it is important to note that the experiences and perceptions of gender and sexuality have not been the same for all individuals across history. Marginalized groups such as women, LGBTQ+ individuals, and people of color have often been subjected to discrimination and oppressions due to their gender, sexuality, and intersecting identities. For centuries, women were denied access to education, property ownership, and participation in public life, relegating them to a subordinate position. Similarly, LGBTQ+ individuals face persecution, criminalization, and social ostracism throughout history, leading to the erasure of their identities and experience from mainstream historical narratives.
Nevertheless, over the past century, there has been a gradual but remarkable shift in societal attitudes toward gender and sexuality. The rise of feminist and LGBTQ+ right movements has challenged societal norms, pushing for greater gender equality, recognition, and acceptance of diverse sexual orientations and gender identities. The feminist movement, in particular, has led to transformative changes in terms of reproductive rights, workplace equality, and challenging gender stereotypes. It has empowered women to reclaim their bodies, identities, and agency.
The LGBTQ+ rights movement has fought for recognition and respect for individuals whose sexual orientation and gender identities deviate from the heteronormative standards set by society. Through activism, advocacy, and legal battles, LGBTQ+ individuals have secured significant victories, such as the decriminalization of homosexuality, the legalization of same-sex marriage, and anti-discrimination law. These milestones represent a significant step towards dismantling the barriers and prejudices that have historically plagued individuals.
The influence of globalization and the technological advancements of the past few decades cannot be overlooked when discussing gender and sexuality. The Internet, in particular, has played a crucial role in facilitating outreach, education, and connection with the LGBTQ+ community, and promoting greater visibility and understanding. It has provided a platform for marginalized voices to be heard, stories to be shared, and conversations to take place, fostering a sense of belonging and empowerment.
Despite the progress made, gender and sexuality continue to be sensitive and contentious topics. Deeply ingrained prejudice, discrimination, and gender-based violence persist in many parts of the world. Transgender individuals, in particular, face numerous challenges, including limited access to healthcare, high rates of violence and discriminations, and legal barriers. The intersectionality of gender and sexuality, when overlaid with race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, and other factors, complicates the experiences of marginalized individuals and highlights the need for a more nuanced and inclusive approach to understanding gender and sexuality.
The understanding and perception of gender and sexuality have been shaped by a multitude of factors throughout history, including cultural, religious, and societal influences. From ancient societies acknowledging diverse gender identities to the strict gender roles enforced by the monotheistic religions, to the rise of feminist and LGBTQ+ rights movement, the evolution of societal attitudes towards gender and sexuality has been characterized by both progress and regression. While significant strides have been made, it is crucial to acknowledge that many challenges remain. Understanding and challenging these historical precedents and basis is essential in fostering a more inclusive and equitable society for all individuals, regardless of their gender and sexuality.